Hello. Have you been busy playing today? Running, jumping and exploring, being adventurous? I'm sure you have. Well, it's time for some quiet play now. But that doesn't mean that we can't be adventurous. We can be adventurous in our imaginations. I'm going to help take you on a big journey. I'm going to take you on a sailing boat, into a rainforest, and you're even going to fly on the back of a pelican. Okay, it's time to get comfy. Can you find a cushion or a couch or even snuggle up in bed? Are you comfy now? Great, because it's time for us to go on a great voyage. It's time for you to get going. You look up to the sky and you see that it's a beautiful day. You squint a little bit as you look too closely to the sun. You look down to the treetops and you see that there are lots of colourful leaves dancing on the edge of the branches. What colour are the leaves that you can see? Are they red and orange, green, brown? Maybe you see purple leaves. You hear the wind swirl around you, and suddenly it blows all of those dancing leaves off the branches. The wind builds up and the leaves start swirling round and round, all through the air. Those leaves blow all about. You look around to see if you can find somewhere to hide from all of those dancing leaves. And you notice a fence at the end of the garden, and inside that fence is a gate. You run towards the fence and you see that it has a beautiful shiny gold handle. You put your hand on the handle and you push the gate open. It makes a big creak as you open it. You poke your head through and you see that on the other side of the gate is a big ship. What colour is your ship? Is it wooden? Does it have big sails? You want to take a closer look, so you run along the wooden path to get closer to your boat. And as you arrive, a little bridge lowers down. You climb aboard the boat. Your legs wobble a little bit, and you feel the water splash against your face. How does the water make your face feel? What sounds can you hear on your boat? You notice in the water a pod of dolphins swimming, diving in and out of the water. They squeak and laugh as they swim. Slowly, your boat comes to a stop on the shore. You climb off the boat and you feel the sand squelch between your toes. You're standing on the shore of a beautiful island. Suddenly, a colourful butterfly flies down and lands on you. What part of your body does the butterfly land on? What colour are its wings? Gently, it flaps its wings. It's asking you to follow it. You decide to chase after the butterfly. You chase the butterfly through the sand and into a rainforest. There are lots of tall trees going right up to the sky. Green vines wind around the trees, and the sky is filled with butterflies and birds of all different shapes and sizes. What animals can you see in your rainforest? You hear the sound of dripping water, and a drop goes plip, plop, plip, plop on your head. You hear lots of excitement and chattering. And you look a little bit closer and you realise that it's the sound of lots of fairy and elf voices. They're dancing and laughing and welcoming you. One of these little fairies or elves is your special friend. Take a moment to see if you can find your special elf fairy friend. colour is your fairy or elf friend? What's your special friend's name, I wonder? Your special friend takes you to where they live in the rainforest. Where do they live? Under a mushroom? On top of a leaf? Inside a tree hollow? Your special fairy or elf friend shows you some of the games that they like to play. It's almost time for you to go. But before you leave, your special friend has a special secret. They lean in and they whisper in your ear. You have to listen very carefully. What's the secret that your special friend whispers? You promise that you will remember that secret forever. Then, your special friend leans down and puts some treasure in your hand. Before you get the chance to look at your treasure, a big pelican swoops down and collects you up, and you're flying through the treetops. You look back and you see the elves and you see the fairies and you wave goodbye. You fly over the sandy shore, past your ship and out into the ocean. You see the dolphins squeaking and swimming below, and up ahead you notice the fence with the gate and the gold handle. The pelican swoops over the fence and starts to lower you down onto the grass, safe, home again next to the trees with the dancing leaves. It's time for the pelican to go. Flap, 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 and it's off flying through the sky. You look down into your hand, which has been clutching your special treasure this whole time. You open up your hand and you look inside. What special present did your friend give to you? What colour is it? What magical treasure did you bring back from your great voyage? It's time for you to slowly open your eyes now. Can you all open your eyes and sit up and look at me? That's it. Good girl, Ishk. Good boy, Zarek. Well done, Billy. Tell me, who could see colourful leaves on the trees? What colour were your leaves, Ishk? A rainbow tree. Wow. Who else saw a rainbow tree? Did you, Billy? What colour were the leaves on your tree, Zarek? Purple and green and blue. What magical trees. Now tell me, hands up if you met a fairy. You two met fairies? Yes? Did you meet a fairy too, Zarek? And you did too, Anouk? What colour was your fairy? Tell me. Rainbow. Oh gosh. Rainbow and a bit of sparkle. What a magical fairy. What about you, Billy? Rainbow and sparkles and pink. And tell me, what was the secret your fairy or your elf told you? Oh my goodness, there was a door inside your necklace with a key that you opened up and there were more fairies inside. Wow, that is a special treasure. Fantastic. And they flew all around your house. And so now they live with you, do they, at your house? How about that? Hands up if you're going to keep your special treasure and your special secret and take it home with you. I'm very pleased to hear that. Thank you so much for listening. Hi, parents. Did your children enjoy coming on that journey with me? Maybe you did too. Daydreaming and letting your child's imagination run wild is a really important way of fostering creativity in your children. Creativity is a skill that will, in later life, lead to your child becoming a great problem solver or a great innovator. Now, some kids will happily stare out the car window for hours on end and drift into their own imagination, but others might need a little bit more help from you. Now, you don't need to do a full visualization like I did, but Giving your children the space and the time to daydream is really, really important. Telling them stories, asking them to make up their own stories, or perhaps try doing it together. The thing about boredom is it's often the moment right before creativity. So the next time that your child says, I don't know what to do, or I'm bored, try and resist the urge to fix it, and then wait and see what happens next.